Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello, Primer 6. How are you today? Today we are going to have science revision. But first, let's talk about our final exam. عندنا في الموديل exam بتاعنا إن شاء الله 4 question. Each question كل question ليه 10 marks يا ولاد. أوكي؟ فلازم نركز قوي في الريفيجن بتاعتنا دي إن شاء الله عشان ناخد أعلى استفادة من الريفيجن دي. Let's start. The first question, choose. Human backbone consists of space vertebra. First, we must know the importance of backbone. Our backbone protects the spinal cord, okay, while the skull protects the brain. So the answer is backbone consists of space vertebra. The number of vertebra of backbone are 33. Excellent. Please don't mark on the screen of your mobile phone. Next question, human rib cage protects the. First, we must know that our rib cage is a part of axial skeleton, which consists of the skull, rib cage, and backbone. The function of the skull is to protect the brain, while the function of backbone is to protect spinal cord, while the function of rib cage is to protect lungs and the heart. Choose. The space protects the spinal cord, as we have said that the skull protects the brain inside it, while rib cage protects the two lungs and heart, while vertebral column protects the spinal cord. Or yes, the space protects spinal cord, backbone, or vertebral column. The weight of body on the moon surface equals space its weight on Earth. Okay, look at the board. As we know that weight on Earth equal what? Equal mass in kg or kilogram multiplied 10. Okay, so weight on moon, as we know that the mass of moon is smaller than the mass of Earth 6 times. So the weight of any object will decrease 6 times on the moon surface. So weight on moon equals mass multiplied 10 multiplied what? Multiplied 1/6. Mass in kilogram multiplied 10 multiplied 1/6. Or it equals the weight on Earth multiplied 1/6. So the weight on moon equals 1/6 of the weight on the Earth's surface. Next. Spinal cord is responsible for, as we know that the brain is the main control center in our body, okay? Let's talk about the brain. Brain consists of 3 main parts, which are cerebrum, cerebellum, and medulla oblongata. Cerebrum, cerebellum, and medulla oblongata. First, cerebrum. Cerebrum is responsible for thinking and memory, and it contains the 5 sensation centers. Okay, it is also responsible for the voluntary actions of body. Like what? Like if you want to move from one place to another, you will use your cerebrum. The second part is cerebellum. It is responsible for keeping our body balanced during movement. While the last part, which is medulla oblongata, is responsible for involuntary actions like what? Like regulation of heartbeats, regulation of digestion process and respiration process. Also, it connects between the brain and the spinal cord. The brain is the main control center of the body. But the question is asking about the function of the spinal cord, which is responsible for automatic response of body to different stimuli, which is called reflex action. Next, both true or false, the number of cranial nerves is 31 pairs. The answer is false. Why? Because the number of cranial nerves are 12 pairs, not 31. The spinal nerves are 31 pairs. Choose all the following systems participate in the process of movement except the first. Let's talk about the movement. Movement is the change of a body, location, or position from one point to another. And it is done by the accumulation or integration between three systems, which are nervous system, which gives you the order to move, or first you think using your nervous system. So movement is done by nervous system, which gives your body the order to move, and muscular system, which contains the muscles of body which contract and relax, causing the withdrawal of your bones. So the last system which is integrated with the function of movement is a skeletal system. Okay, so movement is done by the integration between nervous system, muscular system, and the skeletal system. So the question is, which of the following does not participate or participate in the process of movement except digestive system? It is not integrated with the function of movement. Femur bone belongs to the bones of. First, let's talk about our skeletal system, which consists of two main skeletons, which are axial skeleton. Look at the board. Which consists of skull, backbone, and rib cage. Okay, we have now the function of the skull, which protects the brain, rib cage protects the heart and two lungs, while backbone protects spinal cord inside it. And the second part of our axial skeleton, or the second part of our skeleton or skeletal system, is appendicular skeleton. And it consists of our limbs, okay, which are the two arms which are connected to shoulder joint, and lower limbs which are connected to pelvic joint or pelvic bone. So the femur, which is a part of, okay, femur is a part of lower limb. Okay. The gray matter of the spinal cord appears in letter H. And we have to know that the gray matter this is a gray matter in case of spinal cord. It is the inner part of spinal cord or inner matter, and it has the gray color, while the outermost layer is or has a white color. Okay, the reverse in case of, or the inverse in case of the brain. In the brain, we have the inner part, which is a white matter, and the gray matter is the outermost layer. So the answer is the gray matter takes letter H. Space is a unit of measuring weight. As we know that mass is measured in gram or kilogram, okay, or ton, while weight is measuring unit is Newton, and Newton equals the weight of a body that its mass is 100 gram. So if you have a body, its mass is 100 grams, so its weight will be 1 Newton, 200 gram will be 2 Newton, and so on, okay? Next, the percentage of oxygen gas in atmosphere is atmosphere is a group of gases that are surrounding the Earth's surface, and it consists of nitrogen, the most abundant gas with a ratio of 78%, oxygen, and it has the second part, which equals 21, and carbon dioxide and other gases like water vapor and hydrogen gas and other gases have a percentage of 1%. The one contains carbon dioxide equals 0.03%. So the question is the percentage of oxygen gas is 21. Choose the number of spinal nervous space pairs. Spinal nervous is a part of appendicular or peripheral nervous system. Peripheral nervous system consists of cranial nerves, which are 12 pairs, and spinal nerves, which are 31 pairs. Next. The number of spinal nerves are 31. The gray matter of a spinal cord appears in letter H. Okay, the unit of measuring weight is Newton. The percentage of oxygen gas in atmosphere is 21. Okay, this was the last question. If you have any question, please write for me or ask me. Okay. If you have any question, please raise your hand. Yet, do you have any question?
مستر، عندي سؤال هنا بيقول number of spinal nerves are 31 ولا 62؟
اوكي يا
عشان
اياد.
ما جابش بيرز.
اوكي بيرز. بص يا اياد، هو دلوقتي احنا عارفين ان البريفرال نيرفس سيستم بتاعنا بيتكون من ايه؟ بيتكون من سباينال نيرفس وكرانيال nervous. The number of spinal nerves are or is 31 pairs. Okay, you must write the word pairs. Okay, while the number of cranial nerves are 12 pairs. طيب ما قالكش كلمة pairs يبقى هنضرب في ايه؟ We will multiply it by 2. So the number will be 62. Okay, without the word pairs. But you must take attention or pay attention when he writes pairs or without pairs. Okay. In case of cranial nerves, they are 12 pairs. So the total number of peripheral nervous system nerves are 43 pairs. Okay, which are 86 without pairs. Okay, do you have another question yet? Anyone has any question? I'm waiting for any question from you. Okay, did you understand it yet? Did you understand yet? Have you any question?
ننظر في سؤال هنا كمان بيقول the shoulder joint is form of immovable ولا widely ولا limited ولا
Okay.
all.
Okay.
تاني سؤال.
طيب wait a moment. Joint is a location at which two bones meet. Okay. Joint is a location at which two bones meet. Look at me. This is my hand and this is a part of arm. Okay, and they are connected together at this location. Okay. So this location is the location at which two bones meet. Okay, it's called joint. There are three types of joints which are immovable, joints. Immovable means they are not moving, they don't move at all. Okay, and we have only one example in our body, which is the skull. Okay, the second type is slightly or limited. Or limited movable joints, and they are like knee and elbow. Okay, knee moves in only one direction. Look at here, our knee or the bone of shaft moves only backward, so it moves in only one direction, while our elbow moves only upward, so it moves in only one direction. So they are said to be slightly or limited movable joints, so they are they move in only one direction. The last type, which is freely movable joints, freely or widely movable joints, and they are like shoulder, wrist, and thigh. This type of joints move in all directions. I'm sorry, move in all directions. Okay, as we know, our shoulder can move upward and downward, can move in front of or posterior or inferior, so it moves in all directions. Okay, yet repeat your question again. Okay,
Mr. هو جايب دلوقتي shoulder joints is form حاجة joint immovably widely limited و all.
اوكي يا اياد، بص كده، احنا هنا قلنا الشولدر ضمن التايبس بتاعت الايه؟ بتاعت الفريلي اور الوايدلي موفبل جوينتس. اوكي، so shoulder is a widely movable joint. Okay, did you understand it yet? Iyad?
Yes.
Okay, thank you حبيبي. Have you any other question? Anyone has any other question? I'm waiting from any other question from any one of you. Any question? Okay. We have finished Thank you. I hope to meet you after your exam of science tomorrow, and I hope you good luck. Thank you for today. Thank you.